Today we're at Thorpe Park Resorts for the Halloween event, Fright Nights. Welcome to the United Kingdom Attraction Channel.
Sam was screaming like that. Can you just fucking watch that? I'm gonna be sick. I have to watch.
Yes, hello and welcome to the United Kingdom Attraction Channel. It is the 30th of October 2021 and we are here at Thorpe Park Resorts. Joining me today is Gemma Bookham.
Hi! With Michael Stenix.
You are. What did you think of your first impressions of Thorpe Park?
It looks really good. It looks quite posh.
Quite posh?
Yeah. Just nice. It looks nice.
No, it is really, really nice. It is Gemma's first time here at Thorpe Park today. It is also Fright Nights, celebrating 20 years of Fright Nights here at Thorpe Park. Well, I say today, this year, should we say. So I haven't done Fright Nights, Gemma hasn't done Fright Nights. I can quite imagine this being one of the scarier scare mazes. There is free today to do. We won't be doing them until later on today. So we're going to experience all the rides and attractions that Thorpe Park has to offer, hopefully. As many as we can. Definitely try and get Gemma on all of the roller coasters, the big 5 anyway, and see which ones she prefers. You can see Stealth in the background. We've got Swarm just over there. Is it Swarm that's away? I can see it. Yes, Swarm away down the hill there. It is a roller coaster intensive park, as well as the big 5. We've also got Walking Dead roller coaster and a smaller roller coaster for the younger ones as well. I'm trying to think of anything to touch on which I'll be sort of particularly looking at. Worth mentioning, the security and pre-checks into the park were very, very intense. I would almost say airport security style. I think that might be due to there was a stabbing here at the park this year. So they have ramped it up. Also, there was the drug dogs here today. I think
don't bring any drugs.
So please don't be bringing any drugs that you shouldn't be doing anyway. But it is worth mentioning that the drug dogs were there. So if you're gonna try it, I wouldn't, but it's not worth it. But we're gonna head into the park now. Gemma's first experience at the park. Try and get. I don't know what roller coaster we'll get her on first. I think we'll probably start with Colossus because it's a little bit more of an easy in. I mean, it's still got. I think it's 5 inversions, but I'll double check. But it's more of a smaller coaster here today and not as intense as the others. So we'll probably head our way over to Colossus and then maybe you don't want to get on Saw yet though, do you?
No,
after dinner for some food, she said.
Yeah.
Saw's the one she's dreading. Oh, and Stealth.
Yeah, Stealth and Saw.
Stealth and Saw.
I'm not dreading them. It's just I've never
anticipating.
Yeah.
But it is the weather is holding up currently, so hopefully it is supposed to get better and I don't need to put my coat on and I can stay jumper. I mean, it's a turtleneck, well, ish. But we'll head over to Colossus now and hopefully get some great footage of the roller coasters in action. So here is the screen which tells us all the ride times today and some of the shows apparently. Oh, so there is some shows. It's worth mentioning if you are coming down. Try and get to some of these shows. There's the timings in front of you. I'm assuming they'll try and stay pretty similar. Darren Brown's Ghost Train is a timed ticket, and the Black Mirror Labyrinth is a timed ticket. All that means is it's no extra charge. It basically, you go to the either the front desk and you can pick a time. It's just basically so not overcrowding that particular ride, especially during COVID. There's the scare mazes there, trailers, Creek Freak, Massacre and Platform 15, end of the line. So we'll be doing them later on today. And here are some of the times. Saw the Ride delayed, Colossus 5 minutes, Nemesis Inferno 5, Stealth 5, The Swarm 5 and The Walking Dead 5. So they're almost all walk-on rides currently, but I can see them going up. And there's some more there. Some of the flat rides here at the park. So we're going to make our way to Colossus to get our first ride of the day, which was apparently a walk-on ride.
I'm going to be the one dressed up. I'm going to be the one with the I'm going to be
So we've just come off of Colossus. What did you think of that one, Gemma?
It was so good.
It was so really good. But it was Gemma's first ever roller coaster here at Thorpe Park. I don't know why I said right at the start it had 5 inversions. It actually has 10, which I did actually know, but just loss of memory here. 10 inversions, so that is a hell of a lot of inversions. Just to equivalent, the Smiler has 14. So if you've been on the Smiler before, Colossus has 10. That is really bright, that sun.
I love the little spiral inversions
yes.
at
the end. I think it was 3 or 4 spiral inversions, and then just when you think it's over, there's a little one before the end, isn't there? So that is really good. People do think that it's quite a bumpy ride, but we didn't think it was that bumpy today.
As long as you brace yourself and you keep your head right back.
Yeah, so definitely a must when you come to Thorpe Park. I would probably say get it over and done with. It is more one of the tamer coasters here at Thorpe Park, but like Gemma said, family fun. So we're now going to head towards the Walking Dead the ride. Colossus away. We're trying to get Walking Dead out of the way because it's a walk-on ride. It said that it's only going to be a 5-minute queue. I did say it was only going to be a 5-minute queue for Colossus. It was actually 45 minutes for us, wasn't it? So, I mean, it wasn't too bad. It's now 65, so, or 80, I heard the man say. So it's getting big. It's going to be a busy day. It is capacity. The park is at capacity today, but that is due to Fright Nights as well, which doesn't help things. So we'll try and get on as many as we can, but if not, It can't be helped.
We'll have to come back.
We'll have to come back. We'll definitely will be back. But we're going to head towards The Walking Dead now, which is an indoor roller coaster. So we'll see what Gemma thinks of that one. And then we're going to do one of the ones which she was a little bit anticipated for, which is Stealth. We're going to get that one out the way before dinner. So she'll prepare herself for Stealth and get our first review of Stealth. 0 to 80 miles per hour in 2.2 seconds. So it is a very quick coaster. So we'll see it over at The Walking Dead. So we've just come off of Walking Dead, the ride here at Thorpe Park. What did you think of that one, Gemma?
It was so well themed. I enjoyed it. It was very good.
Yeah, well, I'm not a big fan of scary things, and it is really, really well done. Like that, it puts me on edge every time I go in. I know what to expect. Even the start, before you've actually got to the ride itself, sort of put you on edge a little bit. It's almost like a bit of a scare maze pre-show. It's a scare maze, but there is no live actor, so you don't need to worry about someone jumping out at you.
It's not really a scare maze. It's just like long
dark corridors, flicky lights. It is very similar to a scare maze.
Dead series.
Oh yes, they have hit the nail on the head with the theme in here at Thorpe Park. So we're now going to make our way, well, we're actually going to go to the gift shop, because we thought we'll go to the gift shop. It is a top tip actually, if you do want something from the gift shop, I would probably recommend doing it during the day, because at night time when everyone's leaving the park, it is very, very busy.
And they run out of stock.
They do. So if you do want something from the gift shop, maybe go in the morning first thing, or sort of midway through the day, if you want a little bit of downtime, go to the gift shop, buy what you want, and then you don't need to worry about that or the big queues at the end of the day. So we're going to go to the gift shop, and then we're going to go to Stealth for one of the anticipated coasters that Gemma, I wouldn't say dislike, but just a little bit nervous for.
A little bit nervous.
So she's going to get that one out of the
every
way.
Time we do the
2.2 seconds, 80 miles an hour. Here we go. I'll be saying here we go with this one. And even I love Stealth. It is one of my favourite coasters here at the park. Probably my favourite. It's between Stealth and Swarm. It still gives me that little bit of nerves at the start. But I would definitely say going up is worse than coming down. But it's over in 15 seconds, so whether you like it or not, it'll be over very quickly. So we'll see you over at the Stealth area. So we've made it to the Stealth area. Are you excited? She looks it. I'm very excited, I can't wait. It's just that adrenaline rush, and I do need to, what's the word? Go back on myself, because it's not 2.2, it's 2.3 seconds. So 0 to 80 miles per hour in 2.3 seconds, it is still a very, very fast coaster. 205 feet tall. It is the second tallest roller coaster in the United Kingdom, second only to the big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. And the big one is also the fastest as well in the UK. So it is second place. So I still think it's more intense than the big one. But we'll wait and see what Gemma thinks, and hopefully she loves it, and we can get on it as many times as when we keep coming back, and I'm sure you will. So we'll see you off the ride for mine and Gemma's review of Stealth.
If I'm not unconscious.
If you're not unconscious, and you already know it's one of my favourite, if not my favourite coaster at the park. So we'll see if it's Gemma's. See you off the ride, guys. So we've just come off of Stealth. What did you think of that one, Gemma?
So good. It just wasn't long enough, that's all. There's just something. It's so fast and so intense. The adrenaline rush that you get coming off Stealth is incredible. I've still got it. It's like it just needs.
Gemma's hair's got it.
Just need something else just afterwards.
Yeah,
It's like,
I did say 0 to 80 miles per hour in 2.3 seconds. It uses a hydraulic launch, not a magnetic one. Launch.
Hold on.
It uses a hydraulic launch instead of the magnetic one, which people of, if you've been on Icon and Blackpool Pleasure Beach, that's a magnet. And you can tell, you've been on both now,
Yeah.
you can tell the difference. The magnet sort of gradually pulls you into it. Stealth is an instant launch.
It is like Rita. I thought.
Yes, Rita's the same.
I thought Rita. I don't know what it was. It's Rita. It just felt faster, and I know it's not.
Yeah, it's
but
definitely not.
It just did. It felt a little bit fast. Anybody else agree?
Yeah. Well, see if you agree, but I definitely feel like Stealth feels and is faster. But well, I do agree with Gemma. It's too short. It needed like an extra
Something
circuit.
else.
I mean,
Yeah.
going 205 foot up in the air, that is nearly the equivalent of Blackpool's big one. Think of the entire track that the big one has, and this one's over in literally about 15 seconds. But not to mention, it's still one of my favourite rides here at the park. Probably, it's between this one and Stealth. Well, this is Stealth and the Swarm. I can never make my mind up. We'll go on the Swarm and I'll yeah, well, Gemma will let us know. Which one do you prefer, Colossus or this?
I like Colossus a lot. The only thing really this one's got for it is the sheer speed at the beginning.
Well, so you don't like them?
No, I do like it. It's very good. It just needs something more. It's just too short.
Right. Well, yeah, it does. So are you saying you prefer Colossus over this?
If Colossus had if Colossus had an initial speed like this to start off with, and then the rest of Colossus, epic. Mix them.
Oh, yeah. But well, there you go. She a bit undecided on if you even like Colossus. Well, I definitely. This is one of my two favourites at the park. And while we're in this area, I just want to show you some of the theming for the Halloween Fright Nights. So we've got some theming here. We've got the two American-style buses. Alpha's in the house, which Gemma, did you not say an alpha is a...
It's the vampires and the lichens and the...
oh, sorry, a lichen is a werewolf. So Alpha's in the house.
Vampires and werewolves.
But it is still very high school, American high school themed.
That's what it is,
You can see even the pumpkins are blue and white. And there's got a little stage over there. So I'm assuming that this is going to be one of the scare areas, not the scare mazes, just the scare areas. But we'll see later on in the day. I've been told it's around about 3 o'clock when some of the scare actors do come out. So I'll be looking forward to seeing some of them and get some filming of them as well. So now we're going to head over for some food. Where was the area, Gemma? What was the thing called? I cannot remember. But anyway, we are going to head over towards food now.
Well, it's got a bar, so...
It's got a bar. There you go, Gemma. She's already excited. So we're going to head towards food and beverages, should I say. And then we're going to get on the Swarm. So we'll probably do a full food review if we do find a restaurant area. Because I normally just eat at Burger King, but we're going to try and get a Thorpe Park restaurant here. And then there it goes. Just like that, it's finished. It's very quick. But we will try and find a restaurant here, and then we're going to end up in the Swarm area. If we do find a restaurant, we'll do a full food review, so you know somewhere in Thorpe Park where you can get some, hopefully, reasonably priced food. So we'll see you over at Food Guys. food. We only had a Burger King. Oh, I've just got wet there. We're standing behind. Oh god, that's alright. Great. We're standing behind Tidal Wave. Tidal Wave is still in operation, so I do apologise for all of the droplets on my screen. It wasn't very nice on the back of my neck anyway. I can't believe people are riding Tidal Wave nearly in November. It is, well, nearly November in 2 days time.
It's still quite a nice day, to be fair.
Oh, it'll be cold when you come off Tidal Wave. Yeah, the restaurant that we were going to go to was closed. I don't know why it was closed. I think it's probably because it's off-peak season now.
Yeah, it's really coming to the end of the season.
Yeah, it is. So I don't think it was open. But we were happy with the Burger King. Gemma got a pint. That was across the road at the pizza pasta area. Yeah. So if you know where Burger King is, just across the road is a pizza pasta restaurant, I think.
He did say to me though,
yes.
Now I've served you once, I can't serve you again. So please have some kind of limit.
He can only serve you once, so that'll stop you getting drunk if you want planning on getting drunk. So I think that is a good idea. Stops antisocial behaviour as well. So we're now making our way to the Swarm area. So for the Swarm, the ride, it's going to be, I think, really, really good, especially in this sort of Halloween sort of theme. I will mention that the live actors are now going around the park. There was some scarecrows. Hopefully you got some footage of the scarecrows at Amity. So there's live actors in the park now. I did say from 3 o'clock. I think that is the time the live actors start to come out in the park. So hopefully when we come off Swarm, we'll see a lot more of the live actors. I know there was a lot up by Stealth, but there's different areas of the park which is going to have different types of live actors, as well as the scare mazes. I also seen the first scare maze, which was Trailers, that was up beside Nemesis Inferno. Just on the back of Nemesis Inferno is where Trailers is situated. But it is worth mentioning, it is sold out, so you can't buy any more tickets, unfortunately. Hopefully next year you'll be able to, if you haven't already or got some tickets, next year you'll be able to book up in advance and get on the 3 amazing scare mazes here at Thorpe Park Resort.
We'll say that, I haven't done them yet.
Well, no, they might not be amazing. Yes, this is very true. But we'll find out. So we're gonna, hopefully the plan is to get on the Swarm, then get on Saw, and then start the scare mazes. But we will assess what time it is once we've got off of Swarm, because the queues are very big today. So we'll see you over at the Swarm area. just come off of the Swarm. Wow.
Oh, it was amazing.
Definitely, I mean, I say definitely. I still can't decide. Do you prefer the Swarm over Stealth, don't you?
I'm not sure.
See, I can't decide. Definitely the Swarm and Stealth are my favourite two rides at the park.
Right, Stealth is amazing for the speed. And
for the acceleration, the intensity.
Swarm is amazing for the...
It's just like a Rolls Royce of coaster. It is a B&M coaster, a B&M wing coaster. It is the only one of its type in the UK. So if you do want to get on a B&M wing coaster, please get yourselves out of Thorpe Park.
This is so much fun.
No, it is really, really good. Now we're going to head over to our first scare maze. It is 5 o'clock. So we're going to head over to our first scare maze, which is platform 15. For some reason that is our main maze, and they do say that you have to go to the main maze. I don't know if that's every single person's main maze, or if they sort of split that up. Because we've set 5 o'clock, we've got 2 hours from 5 o'clock to do all of the other mazes. There's 3, so we've got 2 hours to do all 3 mazes. So that would take us 5, 6, 7 o'clock. And then from 7 o'clock, the park doesn't close till 9. So we've got another 2 hours of riding in the dark. So we're going to get some good coasters, hopefully on Saw the Ride and Nemesis Inferno. And if there's any other time, we might get in a few more, but definitely them 2 coasters. So we're going to make our way to the first horror maze of the night. It's exciting to see what Thorpe Park is, to try and compare it to Alton Towers. So it'll be interesting to see the difference. So we'll see you over at platform 15 at the other end of the park.
It's not my birthday, it's mine. Oh, okay. It's my birthday! Yes! I don't think that's my size. I could probably get you over one.
Can I take a picture?
Oh, can you do photograph of me?
Hello.
You get photo of me?
Amazing. So we are now in the area of 2 of the scare mazes here at, I was going to say Alton Towers, Thorpe Park. We've got Creek Freak, which is just behind us, Creek Freak Massacre to be precise, and platform 15 is just down that way, next to the Saw ride. So if you want to know where them 2 are and you're wondering where to go, it is where the old, I think it was the old log flume and train area used to be. It is now just mainly used for young kids, the sort of Wild Westy themed, the Rocky Express area. So that is where these 2 of the scare mazes are, and the other one isn't very far away, Trailers. It's just as you were going to be walking down to Nemesis Inferno. I just got some clowns behind us, there we go. So we're bracing ourselves for the first of the horror mazes, which is going to be platform 15. What do you think it's going to be expecting? Well, platform 15, I'm expecting some sort of train. And that would coincide with the area, because this is where one of the the Thorpe Park Express on train used to be. So that will sort of tie in with the area, hopefully quite nicely. And then Creek Freak Massacre, yeah, that also ties in because the old log flume, Creek Freak down in a creek. So I can see where they got the theme in for that. Completely new to this, so we don't know what to expect. We aren't going to be able to film in the mazes itself. However, we will try and describe them as much as possible. You have just seen people run past me there. There's another one. That is the exit of Creek Freak Massacre. So hopefully we'll get as much detail as possible. Gemma's better at describing them, but I'll try and describe them as much as I can and tell you how scary they are. Let's rate them. 10 being very scary, 0 being not very scary at all. So we'll rate them after as well and try and give you some good storylines of the mazes. I will mention we are going to be talking about them, so this will be the disclaimer. If you do not want to know what is in the maze, please turn off now and go to one of my other amazing vlogs Don't go anyone else's. So we'll see you after after platform 15. So here is the entrance to platform 15, the end of the line. You can see it down there, and this is the old railway line. Very exciting, and I did mention it's sold out. They have now got the signage to say that they're all sold out. And here's some information on platform 15 just before we go. So we've just come off of platform 15 here at Thorpe Park Resorts. What do you think of that one, Gemma?
Well, it was a very good storyline, and I think in the dark it will be a little bit more scary. Well, it's not quite dark yet, but it's not a patch on the Alton Towers one.
See, I generally disagree with Gemma on that one. I think, especially, what I do agree is in the dark, that will be absolutely petrifying.
Because they're using the natural environment.
But I generally think that this is going to be just as scary as the Alton Tower one, if not scarier. There was a lot more jump scares on this one, especially in the dark. You would be so disorientated. Oh yeah, definitely.
There was only about 5 actors in that one.
No, yeah, I generally think it would be you're all right with the dark. I was lucky I went in that one during the day. Well, during the day, at dusk.
Yeah, because like I said, they're in the forest. It's in the forest, and it's using the natural environment. So in the dark, it would be quite scary. Yeah. Without the actors, just with the general storyline. But
without the actors.
No, like with the actors.
Oh, with the actors.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the storyline was very scary. Just to touch on the storyline, basically. It's an abandoned railway town, should we say. There was only apparently a dozen people lived in this town, and a tragic accident happened in the town. I think it was a train carrying tar or something. Oh no, a railway carriage carrying people fell into a tar pit, and apparently the conductor had to drag all these souls out of the tar pit, and they didn't know if they made it out alive. And basically, they didn't. Well, they were slightly alive, but more zombies than alive. Definitely the theming up there with, like I say, we're using natural topography, but the theming, even the smells. Did you remember when we went into that cottage?
I don't know.
You didn't get there. When we went into the cottage with the theming, the smell. It was up there. Yeah. Merlin has, the do seem, because we were Chesterton on yesterday, that was really good. Alton Towers the weekend before, or 2 weekends before, that was really good as well. And they seem to have done it across the board, in my opinion. Gemma disagrees. She thinks Alton Towers is
could have been better.
But I do think it's just because Alton Towers has the castle. It has the natural topography, which is quite scary. This doesn't. We're sitting on an island which doesn't have a massive creepy castle.
It's true, and like initially when we first went in, it was in a dark tunnel, and that was meant to be the prelude. But and that would have been scary, but it's the people. So you're with people that are like laughing and carrying on, and so it doesn't really set the atmosphere. But that's not the park's fault.
No,
that's just a general thing with humans.
That's right.
But I don't think it was a patch on Alton Towers.
Well. We'll see what the viewers think. Put it down in below what you think. If you have been to the Alton Towers one, or the Chesterton one, and the Thorpe Park one, which one did you find scarier? There's the 4 at Alton Towers, 1 at Chesterton World of Adventure, and the 3 here at Thorpe Park Resort. So which one did you find the scariest? If I was being honest, the scariest one so far would definitely be probably the attic for me, and I'm assuming Toxic Junkyard for you?
And the mine.
And the mine.
It's just so creepy.
Where I would probably say the attic. Toxic Junkyard would be there. And then, I don't know which one, that one at Cheston actually got me.
Cheston was good.
Yeah.
It went by, that was clever.
So now, I don't know which one we've got to do. We can now choose between the two that's left. So we've got Trailers, and we've got the Massacre one, which is Creek Freak Massacre. Which one would you want to go on? I think Creek Freak Massacre is just round the corner, so we might as well get that one over and done with because it's close by. And then we'll finish on Trailers, and then it quite happily right next to Nemesis Inferno, so we can either you want to go on Saw? Oh well, then we'll pop over to Saw and get on Saw the ride. So we'll see you over at Creek Freak Massacres or Massacre. So we'll see you over there, guys.
I did so. I was there all day before I met you. Yeah, I've heard you've been riding a lot of horses. Oh, I ride more than horses, I tell you that. He wanted to play some Scrabble.
Just come off of Creek Freak Massacre. What did you think of that one, Gemma?
That was better than the other one, but it was still...
It was a lot more scary than the other one. I think the only reason it was scarier than the other one, in my opinion, is because the other one we went in the daylight and it was predominantly outside. This one was inside, so it feels a lot scarier because you're more claustrophobic. There wasn't as open air, we didn't have daylight, we could look up the skies and see the setting of the sun. Also, I had chainsaws, I hate chainsaws. I had strobe lighting effects at the end. What I would say is there was no storyline to this one, so absolutely zero storyline, which I think is a miss because mazes that we have been on in the past did have good storylines. Even the one that would just come off had a very good storyline, and I think if you set the scene with your imagination, you're halfway there. You're already halfway scared. What I would say is it is now pitch black here at Thorpe Park Resort. All the lighting is in full show, which you can see behind me, even on my face. Nice purple, nice ambient purple there.
Nice shiny white teeth. Mine are natural, by the way.
Mine are natural. Yeah, but no, it is, the atmosphere at Thorpe Park has changed.
It is very good. It's very good. I swear it's not a patch on all the
well, we'll see. We haven't finished the Thorpe Park night.
We haven't.
But I know what you mean. Alton Towers it's set on a castle.
Professional.
So, but definitely still really good here. And they are really professional.
Yeah. They're very professional, and it is good, and they're just lacking.
That is that one thing. I do get what you say, but on the first maze, it was purely the day.
All the way through the disorientation, you knew where you were going until the end.
Yeah. When they split us up. Yeah, and I do think if they'd put that storyline in place, it would have been a lot more scary. So the last one is Trailer, and I think Trailers is the outside one as well. I'm not 100% sure because I haven't been on it myself, but it did look very outsidey when I was walking past earlier today. So we're going to make our way down to Trailers now, which is situated just next to Nemesis Inferno. So we'll make our way there, hopefully get some footage of the park at night, and show you maybe some of the rides, maybe Nemesis in the dark as well. And then we'll finish off at Saw the ride for a ride in the dark, and Gemma's first ever ride on Saw, and she was a bit anticipated on what Saw's going to be like. She was a little bit, it was the more straight up, wasn't it, and straight down. Yeah, so we'll see that as well, and hopefully I'll get some footage of Saw, because Saw is scary. It's a scary queue anyway. It's going to be an even scarier queue now it's going to be in the dark. But yeah, we'll see you over at the last scare maze of the day, Trailers. just come off of trailers. What did you think of that one, Gemma?
That was the scariest one.
By a mile.
Yeah.
I actually was really scared of that one.
It was creepy.
To try and put a perspective on it, trailers isn't what I thought. I thought it would be like a trailer park, American style, like caravans. It was actually the trailers at the movie, or the film.
Good little storyline.
Good storyline.
Yeah.
Well, I would just say, we've already put the disclaimer that the storyline is basically you go to the cinema, you're in a small little cinema, or picture, some people call them. The story is about a dentist or something, or the film you go to see is about a horror dentist, which is sort of like killing his patients. But what actually happens is you go through the screen, sort of, I don't know how they've worked that out. The screen's like cut into a lot of segments, so you can actually walk through the screen and you actually end up in the cinema, in the dentist, and then there's little sort of segments between the pictures, so you actually go, I would say there was about 4 or 5 pictures you went and seen. There was one about dolls, there was clowns at the end, so you had all them different sort of films.
It was creepy.
It was very creepy. They had strobe lighting effects and pyrotechnics. They do tell you at the start what's in sort of the maze and whether you should be suitable for that maze. I don't know why it says pregnant women. I don't think pregnant women should be going in anyway. But I suppose it's up to the pregnant women themselves. But very good, very well themed.
That was the best one of the 3.
Oh, definitely. It was the scariest one of the 3. However, if that first one was in the dark, maybe that one might have been scarier. So I can't say on that. I think I personally would have been scared of the first one if it was pitch black.
If it was pitch black, yeah. Because you're like sort of left to your own devices.
And you wouldn't know where you were.
It's natural. It's not like that strobe lights or anything.
That's right.
And it's quiet and it's still.
It was like eerie.
Yeah. So if you'd done that one in the pitch black, that would be very creepy.
Yeah, no, that would. So that is the 3 scare mazes over with at Thorpe Park. So we're now gonna head our way down to Saw the Ride to try and get Gemma's first ride on Saw the Ride. But it's going to be in the dark, which is even more scary. And I don't even like Saw the Ride's sort of walkthrough area because I find that quite creepy. So that's going to be interesting in the dark as well. So we'll head down there and hopefully when we come off Saw, there'll still be a little bit of time for us to just navigate through the park and get some of the theming.
Because there's so much.
There is a hell of a lot. To be fair, I would recommend if you are coming to Fright Nights to try and come down to get 2 nights at Thorpe Park. Maybe you don't need to get the 2 nights for the scare maze, but just to experience the entire park, experience the atmosphere.
Loads of the shows.
There is. I mean, there is a stage just down there. I think it's what was it, a birthday or something?
The birthday bash.
The birthday bash. There's something over towards Stealth. There was a scare area there, or a scare zone they're calling them. So definitely, if you could, get the second day on your belt. The first day you could do the scare mazes, or you could save them to the second day and just experience the atmosphere.
There's not enough time to do everything you need to do.
There's not. But we're gonna head down now, waste no more time to go to Saw the Ride to get Gemma's first ride here at Thorpe Park Resort.
You were scared too. That wasn't even that bad. Was it not that bad? Dylan. What's that? Oh look, the man's in front of you. Oh, I think you should put it on your YouTube. Right, we need to go again.
ride. What did you think of that one, Gemma? For your first ever ride on Thor in the complete darkness.
Very intense.
Very intense.
Very intense.
It is.
Good, very good, but very intense and unexpected. You
Yeah.
know, that's thank you, Michael, for not telling me.
Well, I am just going to tell you there is an actual drop inside and one inversion. So if you're
You just expect, you look at the ride and you think, right, okay, so you're just going straight up,
Yeah.
and you're coming straight down.
straight down, no. And even when you're going round the ride, there is other bits which like are called ejector air timer. It ejects you out. You're going that quick and you go down a drop, it sort of pushes you out of the seat. It's sort of,
Yeah.
that's what gives the thrill, I think.
Yeah.
It is a Eurofighter.
I really like it. I don't know, it's...
Once, if you can't get at Thorpe Park and you want to try and experience something like that, Speed at Oakwood or Rage at Adventure Island in Southend and Speed in Oakwood in Wales. They're two similar coasters, like Saw, probably, well, they're definitely not as good as Saw and a little bit smaller as well, but you can experience something similar than what Saw is here at Thorpe Park. It is now well after 9 o'clock. The park closed at 9 o'clock, so they're trying to get everyone out of the park now. Unfortunately, we couldn't get everything that we wanted done today. We did miss Nemesis Inferno, which was one of the roller coasters, but there was also
so much
but there was Black Mirror, Darren Brown's Ghost Train, a lot of the horror maze, well, the horror zone areas, should we say?
The shows.
There is a lot to do. I did mention you should book 2 days if you want to do Fright Nights. It's definitely worth it if you want to get everything involved. But what we're going to do, we're going to head towards the front of the park now and do a closing down speech at the front of the park for you, and we'll touch on everything that we've experienced today and whether we thought Fright Nights was worth it. So we'll see you over at the front/exit of the park. And just like that, a day at Thorpe Park is at an end. What did you think of that one, Gemma? For your first ever time here?
It was so good. It was really good. There's just not enough time to do everything that you wanted to do.
There's not. Touching on ride operations today to start with, there was a few down moments. Tidal Wave didn't start till about 12 o'clock. Saw was down for about 2 hours, which was quite a big thing during the day. And I think that sort of had a knock-on effect of it being
all the other rides being a bit more busy.
And then everyone wanted to go to Saw at the end because it had been down during the day. Labyrinth had also been down for, I would say, only about half an hour. So they have been keeping the rides open as much as they can. I don't think there's been any rides which hasn't been operating today, not that I know.
Even the water ride wasn't.
I didn't think it would be.
But it was.
Yeah, but it's been a cold day. but it's been a good day.
Yeah,
There's been no rain.
It's not raining, yeah.
So let's go on to the Fright Nights themselves. 20 years of Fright Nights. Going into the park itself, the theming was very lax, but that being said, did they need to decorate the entire park? I mean, it would have made a big difference. Alton Towers don't do the entire park, they do like Tower Street. If they'd done maybe the entrance area, I think that might have made a massive difference to the park itself. What would you think on that?
Yeah, there was hardly anything.
Yeah.
A few pumpkins.
I think when I think of other parks that I've been to, Alton Towers definitely surpassed them all. Thorpe Park, probably a level with Blackpool a little bit, do you reckon? Blackpool still seem to have a little bit more theming. Chesterton was pretty the same on Thorpe Park as well. Going on to the scare mazes themselves, there's 3 scare mazes here. Comparison with that, with Chesterton's only got 1, Alton Towers got 4, and Blackpool's only got the 1. What would you say about the scare mazes in your opinion?
They were good. The first one we did would have been better in the pitch black because that was through the woods. But I don't think they were half as good as what the Alton Towers ones were.
Yeah. I mean,
they just weren't long enough, and they didn't have that kind of professionalism. They didn't have the smoke, and the last one had a bit like strobe lights, but
see, this is where me and Gemma disagree. I do generally think I do agree with her. The first one is, it would be 100 million times better in the dark. It wasn't daylight. It was dusk.
Yeah.
But in the dark, it would have been so much better. There was smoke, so I don't know where Gemma was.
In the second, in the last one there was.
And on the first one.
A little bit, but it wasn't half as disorientating.
And there was also pyrotechnics, which wasn't in Alton Towers. But and there was strobe lighting as well. And I do think they were very professional. I do know what she maybe means by the second one didn't really have a storyline. It just seemed like sort of tied together. But the other 2 did have a good storyline, good backing, and I was really scared, especially of the last one. And I generally think the first one would have been just up there as well, but if it was at the dark. But I suppose, leave a comment below, see what you think. Maybe do you think Thorpe Parks is better than Alton Towers, or do you think Alton Towers is better than Thorpe Parks? Or do you think they're all crap and Chesterton's is the best?
Chesterton's was good.
Chesterton's was really good. Yeah. It's a shame they only had 1, because they were really good with Chesterton. And I think that's just about it. Tomorrow we are at Legoland, so if you've liked this vlog and want to see more vlogs, get yourselves out of the Legoland vlog, and hopefully we're doing Brick or Treat, so that'll be interesting to see. There's no scare mazes, but there should be some good fun and Brick or Treat, and we're going to get on some much loved rides and attractions there at Legoland. It's always good to get out of Legoland Resort Windsor.
I'm gonna beat you at Ninjago.
Ninjago, yes, there's Ninjago. There's also that fire one. We should have a go at that one as well.
That was the last one.
And sticking with Thorpe Park, if there's anything that you missed or want to see, please put it down in the comments below. Please give us a like, please subscribe. Subscribe makes a big difference to this channel. We're nearly at the 1,000 subscribers, so if you can get us over the line before Christmas, that would be absolutely amazing. I think we're under 60 now, so please subscribe, that would make a massive difference. And all that's left to say from us at Thorpe Park Resorts is thank you for watching the United Kingdom Attraction channel, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bye!